everyone, and welcome to Booming Encore's Learning Bites. My name is Susan Williams, and I'm the founder of Booming Encore. Now, retirement can last anywhere from 20 to 30 years or even more, and how we actually fund that length of time can sometimes pose a challenge. This is where reverse mortgage may be able to help. And today, I'm delighted to welcome Vivianne Gauci of HomeEquity Bank. Vivianne is the Chief Marketing Officer, and she is here today to tell us everything we ever wanted to know about reverse mortgages. Welcome, Vivianne.
Hi, Susan. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's great to have you here. I know a lot of people are really interested in this topic. So why don't we just get started? What exactly is a CHIP reverse mortgage and how does it work?
Sure. Well, a CHIP reverse mortgage is simply a loan secured against the value of your home. It's exclusively designed for people who are aged, we like to say 55 and better. And it allows you to access equity in your home without having to make any monthly mortgage payments. So it is something that is used usually by people who really want to stay in their homes and be able to finance their retirement.
Now that's really interesting, but how does this differ from some of the other financial products that are out there and being offered?
So with our product, as I mentioned, you don't have to make monthly mortgage payments. So with some of the conventional products, yes, they might be lower priced, but you have to make monthly mortgage payments. So our product is a little bit more expensive, but it's for that benefit that you get where you don't have to make monthly mortgage payments. And then on top of that is you have a no negative equity guarantee. So if for whatever reason your home value goes down versus the amount of money that you took out, the interest that accrues, you have the safety and security of knowing that you will never owe more than your home is worth.
Well, that's good to know. And do the people actually retain like the title to their home, or is something that they have to give up when they do this?
Oh, absolutely. That is something that we tend to get as a question a lot of times. And absolutely, this is just a mortgage, just a loan, like other mortgages. You retain ownership of the home, you stay on title, you simply end up paying us the loan plus the interest whenever you decide you're ready to move or to sell.
And when somebody gets this money, is there any limitations on what they can do with it?
Actually, no, Susan, this is one of the great features of the product because there is no limitations to what you can do with the money. Now, we have a lot of people who use it because there has been an unexpected expense that has come up. So maybe they have to repair the roof, maybe they have to get a new car. A lot of people use it to pay off an existing mortgage or some existing debt. So believe it or not, compared to some other products out there, our product is actually less expensive interest rate wise than some unsecured forms line of credit, some private loans. So some people choose to consolidate a lot of their debt, credit cards, for example. So people decide, they don't want to make any more payments on these higher interest rate products. And this is a great opportunity to consolidate those loans. Or maybe they just don't want to have to make a monthly mortgage payment. So they pay off their existing mortgage with their proceeds from a reverse mortgage. Sometimes people want to take that vacation that they haven't been able to take for a long time with family members, right? So they want to create those special memories. So they actually use the funds for that. They might use it to buy a vacation home so that they can have their family members come over. And some people may actually decide, what, I need some extra help at home to help me stay in this home that I love so dearly. And so we have a lot of people who use the funds to help get home health care at the home. So lots of use cases, and there's really, again, no limitations to what you can do with the funds.
Wow. So there is like a lot of things that people could do, and that definitely, of course, also pay their bills and be able to stay in their home, which is, one of the things that so many people really want to do. Now, if someone is interested, how long does it actually take to go through the process to get a CHIP reverse mortgage?
The process usually takes anywhere from about 3 to 4 weeks. I've seen it done a lot quicker if people are ready to go and they have their paperwork in order and the mortgage is relatively straightforward. But usually the process takes anywhere from about 3 to 4 weeks. And usually it's, part of the process involves education and understanding the process step by step. And of course, we have people on our team who will help guide you every step of the way.
And once it's been approved, like, do you just get like a big check, or how's the money distributed?
You actually have a choice in how you access your funds. So you can decide to, yep, you need a lump sum right now. Like I said, sometimes you need to make some repairs. Maybe you want to make some renovations to your home. So some people choose to get a lump sum up front, but a lot of people are actually choosing to access their funds over time. So you can get monthly payments over time instead of accessing all your funds up front. And so that choice is completely up to you. And for some people, they prefer that because it also helps them manage their interest costs over time.
And through this process, are there any fees or costs that people should be aware of?
Absolutely. So there is an appraisal fee that is common across any type of mortgage that you typically want to get. There is an independent legal assessment fee, and that's a fee that you would pay to your own lawyer for them to guide you through the process. That is a requirement that we have with all of our reverse mortgages. And then there's obviously an administration fee that we charge on the product itself.
Okay, so it all sounds pretty straightforward, but we also know that there's a lot of myths out there about reverse mortgages and a lot of different opinions. What are some of the common myths that you hear?
So the first one is sort of related to a question you asked me earlier, is that people assume that we take the home, and nothing could be further from the truth. We don't want the house, in fact. So as long as you're meeting your mortgage obligations, which is make sure that you're keeping up your insurance, make sure that you're keeping up paying your taxes, pretty much your normal obligations that you would have under a regular mortgage. So as long as you're doing those things, you're keeping up the property as well. That's an important part of our requirements. But as long as you're doing all those things, this is a loan. So in essence, when you're ready to move or sell, we take the amount that you borrowed, the accrued interest, you write us a check, and that's all there's to it. So we don't take ownership. We're not on title. This is not about, we take your home and we give you some money. That's not what this is at all. So that would be one of the myths that we tend to encounter. Another myth is people assume that they can't get a reverse mortgage if they have an existing mortgage. And in fact, most people, or sorry, a lot of people come to us wanting to pay off an existing mortgage. And again, some of it is just because you want to have those extra funds on a monthly basis that you're using to pay off an existing mortgage to be able to just pay daily living expenses, or you want to be able to go out to a restaurant once in a while with your friends or your spouse or your family members. So people look at it from that perspective and they say, you know what, it's time for me to convert this existing mortgage into a reverse mortgage. Another myth is that reverse mortgages are a last resort solution. And actually what we've been finding lately, Susan, is that we have a lot of financial planners that are coming to us because they understand the value that your home's equity has in providing more balance in an overall retirement planning strategy. So being able to access the equity in your home is being able to access another asset class. And so by using that, you're able to provide a more risk-balanced approach to the overall retirement portfolio. And there's a lot of tax benefits that financial planners see with using the solution. And so in essence, what we're seeing is this doesn't become a last resort solution. It becomes a very smart tool to use as part of an overall comprehensive retirement plan. And then I would say that the last one is people are worried that, what happens if my spouse passes away? Because, you do hear stories of, spouse passes away with a conventional mortgage or a home equity line of credit. And now all of a sudden, you're caught having to re-qualify for one of these products. And with a reverse mortgage, you don't have to worry about that. We have both spouses are on title, and you do not have to requalify or reapprove for the mortgage. So there isn't that risk. And you are able to stay in the home until the last surviving spouse remains alive. So.
Oh, that's good. So if somebody was really interested in getting a CHIP reverse mortgage, what should they do?
Well, you can do a couple of things. One is you can call our 1-800 number, our toll-free line. It's 1-855-439-7166. That's the toll-free number. If you have questions specific to you, call that number and one of our team members will be happy to help you. And then the alternative is, if you just have some more general questions about the product itself, you can always visit chip.ca and get all the information that you can find on our website.
That's great, Vivian. I'm sure that you guys probably really value an educated client, because then they know exactly what they're getting, and they're probably much happier also with the product because they understand it.
Exactly.
So thank you so much for sharing this information with us. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on, Susan.
And to everybody out there, we hope you found this information valuable and it helps you live your best booming encore. Bye for now.